How much does a DWI conviction cost in New York? A DWI conviction in New York can cost far more than most drivers expect. The financial impact can include court fines, DMV fees, ignition interlock costs, insurance increases, and other long-term consequences. For a first offense DWI under New York Vehicle and Traffic Law Section 1192(2) or 1192(3), the fine ranges from $500 to $1,000, and the court can also impose up to 1 year in jail. A first offense DWAI under Section 1192(1) carries a fine of $300 to $500 and up to 15 days in jail. If the driver's blood alcohol content is 0.18 or higher, the charge becomes aggravated DWI, and a first offense can bring a fine of $1,000 to $2,500, up to 1 year in jail, and a mandatory 1-year license revocation. The penalties become much more serious for repeat offenses within 10 years. A second DWI within 10 years is a Class E felony with fines from $1,000 to $5,000 and up to 4 years in prison. A third DWI within 10 years is a Class D felony with fines from $2,000 to $10,000 and up to 7 years in prison. In addition to the fine itself, New York imposes mandatory surcharges and fees. These added charges total $395 for alcohol-related misdemeanors and $520 for alcohol-related felonies, with an additional $5 fee in a town or village justice court. The DMV also imposes separate costs after a conviction. One of the biggest is the driver responsibility assessment, which requires $250 per year for 3 years, for a total of $750. If those payments are missed, the DMV can suspend the driver's license. After a revocation period ends, the driver must pay a non-refundable $100 fee to apply for a new license. Many drivers also enroll in the New York Impaired Driver Program. That program includes a non-refundable $75 enrollment fee, plus up to $233 charged by the provider, and additional clinical assessment or treatment may raise the total even more. Under Leandra's law, a person convicted of DWI must usually install an ignition interlock device in every vehicle they own or operate for at least 12 months unless the court permits otherwise. The device requires a passing breath sample before the vehicle starts and may also require retesting while driving. Its total cost depends on the vendor, the device, and added service charges such as lockouts, removal, missed appointments, or vehicle changes. Insurance costs can also rise sharply after a conviction. A DWI conviction remains on a New York driving record abstract for 15 years, while a DWAI remains for 10 years, and insurers may use that history when setting premiums. Some insurers may even cancel coverage, forcing the driver to find a new policy as a high-risk motorist. Other financial consequences can include towing, impound fees, bail, lost work time, and transportation expenses during a license revocation. A criminal conviction may also affect employment opportunities and licensed professions. A lawyer can help review the charge, explain the penalties, and identify ways to challenge the case. An attorney may also work to reduce the financial consequences tied to fines, DMV action, and related penalties. At the law offices of Jason Bassett, PC, a Suffolk County lawyer and former prosecutor, handles DWI defense with a detailed understanding of how these cases are built and challenged. This law firm also explains ignition interlock requirements, DMV consequences, and the practical steps drivers may face after an arrest. If you are facing a DWI charge, an attorney at this law firm can help you understand the possible costs and legal options, and you can contact the law offices of Jason Bassett, PC at 631-259-6060 or visit 320 Carleton Avenue number 4200, Central Islip, New York, 11722, United States.